Hi, and welcome back to another episode of the History of Fan Anime. I'm your host, William Chow, and today's another really one of these great, exploratory episodes. A lot of people ask me, well, you've gone through some of the CDs in your collection. Well, what are the things that you have that are really cool that I can go through? So I went through basically my archives and decided I'm going to pull out a box of art books, okay? Because I used to have them on random shelves, and I kind of sort of tried to keep them in order, but then I just got so many of them, I just stopped trying to keep them in order. But I figured, okay, well, why not pull out some of the art books that I've got in archives and just sort of kind of quickly go through them. Now, I've got a lot, okay? I mean, I've got a big sort of a plastic tote here full of them here. So I figured, I'll do the same thing I do with the CDs. I'll just kind of go through them really quickly. I won't kind of, go through and kind of skim pages and that kind of stuff because that just take too much time for the number of books that they are, okay? So I was kind of, open them up and kind of, give you kind of a view of what there is, okay? And just kind of go through them, maybe talk a little bit about them, and then just kind of keep on going because, again, there's just so many. And by all means, if you like the artwork and something that you like, then, hey, go on the internet and check out the anime that it's connected to. And hopefully you'll see some new titles that you might be interested in looking at, okay? So, without further delay, let's begin. So, as I pulled out one of these, what they call, 88-liter totes. I like them because it's they're kind of watertight and you can I can put the plastic protectors and that kind of stuff, and it basically keeps things out of it. So it keeps dust and all that stuff as well. So let's open one of these uppings up, and let's see what's inside here. Okay. All right. So pull out the book, of course. There's the staple for a lot of the shoujo animes out there. This is the Sailor Moon art book 1 and art book 2. Okay, so this is really good book for Naoko Takuchi's artwork. Again, I remember I bought this because I really liked all the artwork from all the mangas and all the different things like that. So this is one of the really key books that a lot of people would have if you're interested as a Sailor Moon fan. So there you go, volume 1 and 2 of that one. Okay, this is the anime collection 1979. Okay, so basically in the early days, there wasn't really a lot of information about all the animes that are out there, so they basically released a anime collector's guidebook, okay? And inside it all has, different sort of animes that are out at that particular time, detailed listings of how to get it and all that kind of stuff, which is like very, very key importance. Even has their best 50 different animes, Dirty Pair, Project Echo, Project Zero Mimer, so basically just all these different sort of animes and that kind of stuff that are out there that you can get your hands on. Very, very important at the very beginning. Okay, what else we got here? Ah, yes, the Neon Genesis Evangelion 100% new type. Okay, so 100% new type. Again, there'll be people who make New Type magazine. They basically made particular art books, designed for a particular series. So this one's for Evangelion. They did a lot for Zeta Gundam and those type of mecha series from Sunrise. So that was a really good book for that. What else we got here? Ah, yes, the art book for Can Bunny. Yeah, this one is really like the artwork of that particular series. Whether it be the PC Engine game or of course the hentai style one as well. Mm-hmm. Okay, so this is a nice hardcover version of the of what they call Dark Angel from Kiyomiya / Michitaka Kikuchi. So again, people think that they're all sort of the same guy for the most part. So yeah, this is a hardcover book for that kind of thing. Okay, so this is kind of unique. This is called the Gal's Character Card Collection. So in anime, they've released a lot of collector's cards, okay? So basically what they've done is they basically made a book that goes, okay, here's a whole bunch of different collector's cards that you can get. Okay, so let's say for example this page here, and it tells you, okay, for this anime, you can get all these different cards, and these are all the special cards. These are all your special event cards. Here's one for Eve Burst Error. So again, if you played that on the PlayStation or on the Saturn, then you can say, okay, here's all the collector's cards by character, and then the different cinemas and that kind of stuff. And that way you can figure out if you're missing any, which ones you're missing, and then and whatnot. Because again, unless you got like a poster or you got the checklist card, you wouldn't know what anime or what card you're missing in that particular thing. So this book would help you figure that out. Okay. Yes, one of my favorite here. This is the King of Fighters Perfect Art Collection for King of Fighters 94 all the way through to 97. So basically, character sketches and character artwork, more details on the particular characters for King of Fighters. Okay, the next one is it's a straight manga. It's called Bloody Bride. Okay, and it's basically an art book with the character design Yoon Koga. Of course, Yoon Koga is the one known for like Earthian, for example. So I decided to pick up this art book, because of his art style. It's a little different, okay, but because I like the soft color of his characters, I decided, okay, what the hell, I'll pick up the book. I don't know whether they've made an anime or whatever of this particular one, but it's pretty neat looking. So I figured, okay, I'll pick it up. So there's one for that one. Okay, so this ends up being a really popular series, G-Taste. Okay, so this when Hiroyuki Yagami started doing all these different pictures and that kind of stuff and whatnot, kind of half Photoshop, half drawn, cell kind of work. He makes really great drawings of the female figure. So definitely this is one he said. This is volume 5 out of this particular set. And so, again, really popular for me to get for that time. Okay, this is another one of these very popular, again, Photoshop artists. Okay, his name is Toshiki Yui. Okay, and this is Yui Shop 4. Okay, so again, more artworks and that kind of stuff. Does a lot of tones and gradient fills and that kind of stuff. Great sort of work on how to basically draw anime stuff. Using Photoshop. Okay, so really great book for that. Different sort of designs and that kind of stuff for his different characters. Okay. Anime books are not the only books I also collect. I collect a lot of other sort of popular media things. A lot of voice actor stuff, and of course some music artists. So I picked up this book. It says the fan book for Morning Musume. So basically the head guy from Sharon Q basically decided to put together a kind of all girls sort of throw them together, put them in a talent sort of singing sort of thing, and they made Morning Musume. Okay, so this is the art book for them. Okay. And again, I said to collect stuff for seiyus and then various different artists like that. So this is the art book Soul of the Internal for Junko Owai. All right. That's her sort of pictorial book. Let's see that. Okay, yes, this is the art book for Oh Great for the anime Himokuden. Okay, again, there's a kind of popular anime. I kind of like the styling of that kind of stuff. I never really actually like the anime so much, just but I did enjoy the character design and that kind of stuff. It just never went anywhere that. So, but definitely somewhere to check, right? The Himokuden. Okay. Yes, one of my favorite. Yes. The very popular series Slayers. Okay, so this is the movie Slayer's Return, and of course this is the art book and whatnot book going over the movie. Love these things, they always have nice, huge, great, cool posters in them. That's always what I always love about these art books and that kind of stuff. Always go over for more for people who love all the information and that kind of stuff, the gags, the character design, and that kind of stuff. It's always very valuable information in these type of art books. So this one is for Slayer's Return. Let's see what's that here. Okay, so this one I haven't even opened yet. That I bought it. This is for the You're Under Arrest movie, Taiho Chisaozo, the movie for that one. So I haven't opened that one yet. And so this one, I haven't opened this one yet. It's the Steam Detectives. Okay, this is again one of the 100% New Type series. So again, made by the magazine who brings you New Type magazine. They put together this Steam Detectives. Again, I like the art style because again, it's a Kiyomiya type of stuff. Okay, the series itself, I didn't like the time period it was in, and I didn't like where the story went. I think I preferred things like Silent Mobius and Borgman of that sort of kilt more so. But if you're into that kind of sort of an offshoot of Detective Conan, if you will, a little bit. But yeah, do definitely check it out. Okay. More Slayers. Okay, so this is the Slayers motion picture. So the first Slayers movie. And this one is published by Dragon Magazine. Okay, so again, same idea. Pictures of the art of the TV series or the movie, character designs and that kind of stuff from that, storyboards and script, things like that, all in there. Really nice complete book. Okay. The next one I have to cover up a little bit, but this one is the art book for Devilman Lady, the animation memoirs. Okay, so again, this book is really nice because it said, I personally never really liked the Devilman, cutie honey, type of, saga artwork, as it were. I just never really got into it. But when they made this one, I didn't think much of it until I actually saw it, and then again, I really like how they drew, Devilman Lady, Junko in the story here. So I really liked that one. And the thing that also kind of really stirred me up was the fact that again, this is in one of these eras where this whole entire sort of the devil and the angel and the angel's androgynous kind of female on relationship thing. Same thing with St. Michael's Academy. It was really kind of a really edgy thing. Okay. Of course, we don't accept it now more nowadays, right? Because it's all inclusive, right? But back then, it was still real cutting edge, right? Shall we say? So that's what I really enjoyed about the Devilman Lady story. So again, combination with the artwork and that sort of different angle that they went in with, really put my interest in that particular in that particular show. Again, how the story went on that one, maybe I didn't quite 100% like, but still, I did follow the entire series through, and it got me to the end. And that's and I wanted to see what the ending output of that particular anime works. So again, if you were interested in that one and you liked the artwork that was in that one, definitely do check it out. Okay, the next book is the Final Fantasy VII V Kids book for the game. Okay, so basically, I haven't even opened this, so I couldn't even actually tell you 100% exactly what is actually in it. But I do believe it is a kind of like one of those Prima books on how to basically go through the game and different stuff and information about the game. So basically, if you're unable to look up on the internet, because I said the internet was not as what it is now, and you needed information about how and where to go in the game, this is your way to do it. Okay, so what else we got here? All right, next book is called Hobby Japan makes a whole bunch of different books on basically different parts and different pieces of modeling that they did. And they released a series called All That Figure. Okay, so this is the All That Figure issue 2001. And it's a Hobby Japan book. Okay, and this basically covers how to basically assemble and paint and do all the various different sort of kits and that kind of stuff that were made out there. Basically allows you to then get some tips on things like everything from like painting and cutting, sanding, and models and that kind of stuff. Basically gives you different different things like that. so you can just see how you have to do all the different sort of techniques and that kind of stuff in the particular book. So again, this is sort of covers a whole bunch of different things that came out in 2001. Very, very popular book for those people who are building doing that kind of gunplay and that kind of stuff, that kind of thing. But again, for figurines. What else we got in there? Okay, so the Dragon magazine special for Slayers. Okay, so again the main sort of art book. Okay, for the Ria Arazumi. Okay, and again, I love this one because it's just full of the great artwork and that kind of stuff and stuff for Slayers. Okay, so another one of those key books that I really like for that. Okay. All right. So this is the art book for Duel. Okay. So another one of those pioneer titles that came out in that sort of Tenchimuyo era of the one guy and lots of girls type of harem animes. Okay. So that was definitely Duel, Parallel Trouble Adventure. Yeah. Okay, so this one is the Gamus Mook for the series called Brave Series Complete Manual. So this includes all the all the animes in that Brave saga. Okay, and it covers things like Galganger, Brave Police, Goldoran, Bagan, the Sun Fighting Bird, Kaiser. All right, Degran, Mightgain, okay. So all those sort of those series, they basically go over character design and whatnot. So so if you're interested in those type of brave things, also Brave Police, J. Decker or something like that, then you'll probably find it in this book, and that's sort of the great book for collecting all that stuff. Okay, the next book is going to be, this one I have to cover up again, is for the art book for Countdown, okay? So this is the Hiroyuki Utatane, okay? Hiroyuki Utatane, his art book and that kind of stuff for the OEVA series of Countdown. And yeah, again, because I really enjoy his artwork and his doujin and that kind of stuff, I decided to buy that art book when I was at the Comic-Con and picked that one up. Very, very popular for again all the artwork and that. Like Dungeons and Dragons and that kind of stuff, there are different sort of role playing and RPG type games that came out. So I've got this one book called Wereblade. Okay, so again, sort of a mixture between kind of mecha and medieval kind of stuff. So again, this is the plays on that whole Dunbine and or Escaflowne or that kind of thing. Just kind of the two things put together. Again, this is based off of an RPG book, so this is sort of like the resource book. So like the DM's manual. I never really used it because I can't read the Japanese, but I did order it in because I thought maybe it might be like an art book or that kind of stuff, but it wasn't. So that's one of the purchases that you don't know what the heck's going on, but you order it anyway, and it comes in. It's like, oh, okay, this isn't what I expected, but oh well, that's all right. So that was 3,800 yen. So a risk that you sometimes end up taking. Okay, next one is an art book called A Lot of Kiss. Okay, and it's the collected illustration book for Katsuaki. Okay, again, she did a lot of sort of computer sort of work, a lot of game kind of stuff. So again, all their artwork that is in this book. Next one is the art book for Neuronger. Okay, so again, this is one of those animes that I found the music extremely fascinating. So again, if you have a chance, listen to the opening theme song for this. This is it's so it's really, really different. Okay, I like how the drums and the music of that kind of work, but even the concept of how Neuronger works and how the series was. it was very interesting, especially in that that era of taking something like Ariel, maybe going something before Evangelion and that kind of stuff. It kind of just landed right there in the middle, and it sort of gave you that kind of a series of things that are going on. And the stories, similar type of storyline. But again, something you might want to check out if you're interested in that kind of, that kind of thing. And I again, I really liked how that, the story progressed. Okay, so again, it might be something that you want to try out. Okay, next one here is the Gundam models, perfect catalog. Okay, so again, again for all you people who do like gunplay and actually still assemble your Gundam model kits and that kind of stuff. So this is a catalog, okay, of all various different sort of Gundam model kits. Okay, so it kind of goes through and gives you an idea of what kits and that kind of stuff are available. Different sort of makes and that kind of stuff there. You down to the characters and that kind of stuff and whatnot that are available in the different sort of things. And it starts, again, goes through all the various different sort of, series of Gundams, right? From Mobile Suit Gundam, your variations, 00, War in the Pocket, Stardust Memory, Zeta Gundam Sentinels, Double Zeta, Charge Counterattack F91, Forma F91, V Gundam, G Gundam, going down the list of all the various different Gundams that are here. So again, for a Gundam, a gunplay collector, this would be very, very useful. Okay. So this is the previous year. Okay, I had this is the Hobby Japan all that figure. This is the year 2000's version again. Same idea, different sort of different characters and that kind of stuff out of different animes, and then again how to assemble them and whatnot. Okay, so and again the Bell Dandy there. Okay, it was the big feature kit. All right, so I pull this one here. This is the Ninja High School textbook from Ben Dunn. So again, this is one of these first, one of the first foremost independent comics. Okay, drawn by Ben Dunn under Antarctic Press, which basically tries to to make a high school kind of comedy type of thing comic, using a lot of anime references and anime manga style type of drawing. Okay. And so this is the big, huge, sort of manga-sized type book for that kind of thing. Okay, yeah. So the next big one is a book called Anime: The Berkeley Journal of Japanese Animation. Again, so back in the early days, when we didn't have subtitles and that kind of stuff, the only way you can get information about animes is you had to get synopsis sheets, or basically summaries of what the animes are. So when you do get to watch the anime, you kind of read the summary, and it'll kind of tell you what it's all kind of about, so that you kind of, read up on it. You sort of know what's kind of going on, and then you kind of then watch the anime to kind of fill it in, right? So this thing was put out by the CFO Berkeley. They made this sort of book, which has a whole bunch of animes and sort of scripts and summaries of what's going on. Okay, so let me just pick one out of here from the beginning here. So this is like so in this case they went through Ranma and a half episode 4. Okay, and then it literally writes it right down to script form. So it says, Ranma, huh? Kuno, what are you doing here? And then Kuno goes, Satome, I love you. I want to go out with you. And then Ranma goes, don't be ridiculous. I'm a man. And then Ranma goes, bathtub. And then Kuno goes, Satome, I love you. Let's go out together. And then Ranma goes, don't come near me. Okay. So anyway, so this is just full of all this different kind of stuff. There's Ranma, Magazine 23, Macross, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So again, this is the way that we had to do it. When we first started doing anime and that kind of stuff, for that matter. Yes, okay, this one here. This is the art book for Super Real Mahjong P2 and P3. Okay, so on the PC Engine and obviously on a lot of other platforms, Super Mario Mahjong was basically a strip mahjong type game. So it's like strip poker except strip mahjong. Now the only problem is with this particular game, it operated on Japanese rules of mahjong. So again, if you're not familiar, Japanese rules have things like being able to declare reach and things like that. And then of course there's special rules about when you win. In order to win, if you declare reach, it's a little different. Okay, again, the rules I'm more interested. When I grew up, was Hong Kong rules, mahjong, or shall we say international rules of mahjong. I'm more interested in that sort of thing. In which case, those don't have the ability to declare reach. I think they have different rules for or different. They call it something different, but then there's more rules for that particular thing. So for those people who have those games or you're playing those games, and you didn't like the resolution being so grainy, or you just could never finish the game. Well, here you go. They got an art book for you that has all the pictures and all the different forms, and there you go. They've done all the work for you in this one book for you. Okay. Again, near the anime crash back in 2008. I told you everybody was sort of trying to get in on the on the anime bandwagon. So again, this is the going a guy trying to get the Mazinger series of manga done up. Okay, and so this is from a company called First Publishing. Again, new startup here in North America, trying to jump onto this bandwagon of releasing anime. Mangas and that kind of stuff, and graphic novels. Okay, again, I managed to get it, and it's pretty well done and whatnot, and translated and whatnot. But again, because after the crash, not much more of it. And again, Mazzinger's not one of the series I particularly care about, so I didn't want to go too far in that. Yes, one of the particular collectible type things. Okay, so back in 1988, this is the Robotech calendar. Okay, so again, one of the very popular series back then was the series of Robotech, which is Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospeada put together into one sort of series about the Earth getting taken over and whatnot. Again, calendar for that one. Okay, and then again, another really popular series from that time period is the Transformers. So this is the Transformers universe catalog. So basically, this is a listing of over 100 different Transformers, their abilities, names, and all their stuff, all together in one book here. So that's not one of those books I end up collecting. Okay, next one is one called Live Noah Izumi Photographs. So this is Noah out of Mobile Police Pat Labor. And again, it's just various pictures of her in different sort of things drawn. With both the first OVA, TV series, first OVA series, and maybe a little crossover of some of the movie sort of pictures, kind of put together into a book. Kind of neat little book there. Okay, next series is an art book called Kaba. Okay, and this is the art book for Otomo Katsuhiro. Okay, he's the guy who does Akira. Okay. And again, this is different sort of artworks of various different things that he does, in addition to what he normally does, and the Cure, of course. Big giant book for him. Now here's a series of really old books here. This is the art books for Fandora 1 and 2. Okay, so Fandora is one of these very very early animes. Back in like the early part of the 80s. Okay. That I remember, and it was really popular because again, it was one of these space sci-fi type of shows. Not just like like the Dirty Parent kind of stuff or Megalon 23, but things like that was in that era, and it was really really popular because it was sort of like that that sort of science fiction, sort of almost a little fantasy kind of magical fantasy type of a series in that. And again, that was a 3 OVA series, and so this is the art book for. Volumes 1 and 2 for that. Okay. The next one here is the Gull Force Mook. So this is the art book for the very first golfers, Eternal Story. Okay, and again, a lot of a lot of people like this one because this is the one of the original Kenichi Sonoda art books. The guy who does all things like Bubblegum Crisis and whatnot. Yeah, one of the first art books for that one. And the next one is the classic movie Windaria. Okay, so this is the art book for Windaria, made by the Media Mix. So it's a special book for that one. And again, this was one of those very first movies that I sort of really kind of got into. I mean, things like Macross the movie was the key one. But again, in terms of a conflict type of story, that kind of stuff, that was one that I remember. Again, sort of in the very beginning, was a very very a nice nice sort of conflict movie, if you will, and it was great. So that was the art book I picked up for that one. Okay, the next one is here. This is Nadia. So the Nadia, the Secret of Blue Water. This is the 100% new type book for that one. So again, the in their series of books, this one kind of goes over that TV series for Nadia. Okay. Now again, I remember I told you I pick up a lot of stuff from Yun Koga. So this is the art book for Love Songs from Yun Koga. Again, the guy from Earthian. Again, different sort of artwork and that kind of stuff. Like like watercolor type style of penciling work that he does. I really like that kind of thing. Again, never really made an anime for it or a manga for that thing, but again, this is an art book that has more of his artwork for it, so I ended up picking up that one as well. Okay, next one is a kind of a manga art book for something called Scrap Party. Okay, again, work from Miyu Katayama. All right, so again, they've never been an anime or anything anything for this particular thing, but again, I like the characters a little bit, so I thought, oh, what the hell, I'll order it and see what it is like. Nothing ever, transpired with this particular series, but I picked up the book for it. It's a 1,200 yen, so about $12 US. So it wasn't as big as a hit on some of the things, but again, an art book that came out, yeah. Okay. Harabi Japan obviously makes a lot of books on how to do modeling and that kind of stuff. Okay, so I picked up this one here. It's called the Car Modeling Manual Volume 2. So again, for those people who are big buffs of assembling cars. Okay, so kits of cars and that kind of stuff. Okay, this goes over different sort of how to do things like whatever the Lancia, the 24X. So you can see different mold and painting designs and that kind of stuff. How to help you do that. Even tells you how to do some things like RCs. Real life examples of things like the NSXs and MR2s. Everything on how to do notes on everything from shop supplies and that kind of stuff or whatever. So it's a really for a very detailed sort of book on how to do modeling of cars. Okay, so but I don't really do too much on that stuff. I'm not 100% really interested in it. But if I saw this and I thought, okay, yeah, sure, pick up for those situations that I would never really did use it, but good to have it in my set. So as you can see, it fills a bin pretty much the full of anime, and this is one box. Okay. I'm sure there's going to be more of them for you, again, to show you. So I'll basically do the same thing, kind of really kind of rapid fire go through them and give you an indication of what I have in what I have here. Okay. So what you want to do right now is you want to go and click like and click subscribe below, and then we'll get more episodes of this kind of content that you like. Okay. So until next time, see you again.